on here? What's good? What's good? What y'all on? What y'all on? Okay, baby. Let me get you some. YouTube ain't on much better. You gotta get you some dog food now. Okay? This is it for the night. You got time to get the notifications. This is the reason I'm getting off of here. Getting off of here. Get on here, people don't say nothing, it's like, talking to a damn ghost, all that bull crap, it's just too much going on, bro, too much going on, and I'm not understanding why, but, it is what it is, I come to accept that, but I'm just gonna move in that direction. That's just it, plain and simple, I don't have no time to waste. Got too much going on, and I don't want to deal with it. Too much of a headache for me. You know what I'm saying? Too much of a headache. I done gave it a shot. I done gave it a try. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's just not worth my time. It's just basically, entertainment, but, I don't have time to be entertaining people for free. None of that, I just don't have time no more, It's like I'm talking to damn ghosts right now, Do I have, I don't know what it is, and I can't seem to figure it out. So, I'm going to come on here probably once a month. I think that's feasible to just come on here once a month. What's up, Trey Things? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Salute to you. Just getting on here, have to get the energy to get on here. Just been drained, you hear me? So, I was supposed to go live earlier, but I was so drained, I couldn't even do it. You know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody. I don't know why my damn chat keep disappearing. Hi. Salute to you. Hi. I know, girl. Oh, Lord, baby, this is so much going on. I'm telling you, the world is so wicked. Watch who's in your circle. I'm telling you, you can pay for it, ultimately, for real. Ultimately. What am I doing? I'm not doing anything. I don't know why my chat disappearing, so I'm going to keep reaching over here, checking on it. What the hell going on with that? Let me see if I can look at it on my, this is too much of this thing on live. It just be too much stuff getting in my damn way, for real. It be too much stuff getting in my damn way. I ain't even lie to you. I don't have time for it. My nerves is bad right now. My nerves is so bad, for real. Y'all, watch who you deal with, watch who you date, watch all that. What? Okay, that's what's up. What am I doing? I am just really chilling, just finished one walk, took my dog for a little walk or whatever, just relaxing, chilling, just been so drained, got stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? And, it's just a lot going on, okay? So right now I'm just trying to really get my mental together. Bye. See you later. I don't know what you're saying. You said what? All right, see you later. Talk to you later. Like I said, I can't see the chat. It's disappearing on me. It's like coming in and out. I don't know the reason for it, okay? I don't know. I may have to stop going live on this pad because right now it's just really tripping. It's really tripping. What did he say? Hello, greetings from London. Salute from London. Salute from London. How you doing from London? How you doing from London? How you doing from London? Salute to y'all. Yes, I'm just chilling right now. Yes, Jesus do love me. I know he do love me, you know what I'm saying? Despite everything else, you know what I'm saying, going on, whatever. I'm still standing strong and still standing firm, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I do recognize and realize that, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't going out like that, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, this world is so wicked, it's full of demons. I'm doing all right, girl. I am doing all right. I'm just really, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk about that girl, that was dating that dang on Caucasian man that lied and said, she off herself, you know what I'm saying? That there just really took me for a loop because, she did not have discernment at all. Okay, you can look in this man's eyes and see he was a demon, he was a devil, but sometimes we are blinded by the wrong things. And this is why a lot of people get caught up in situations, you know what I'm saying? So when I was looking at it, the video, it was just like, so wicked and demonic, and a lot of people miss the things that was in the background, no one saw the two figures in the background, you know what I'm saying? So, this whole thing was just, plotted out, but this is what some races do. So this is why, but black men is doing it to women too. So women just being irked from left and right, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter who they get with. So this is why I'm by myself. Because I don't give a damn who you with, you know what I'm saying? You have a chance of being involved in domestic violence. You have a chance of, someone selling you dreams, take you out, somewhere on a vacation, act like everything's all good, but in the back of their head, they have other plans for you, you know what I'm saying? So that's what happened with this girl, you know what I'm saying? She was sleeping with the enemy the whole. He never poured nothing into her. She was always bragging and boasting about him and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But, you can't knock her. Some people just, they're not going to date black men because they say black men don't have this, don't have that, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, those race of people, and I'm not racist because I have a Caucasian son-in-law. My daughter's married to a Caucasian man, okay? They've been married probably together 6 years, probably married 4 years, something like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Everything's good. They got a daughter, you know what I'm saying? Everything's good. But on the flip side, you are seeing more and more stories of black girls, women, going out looking for these white men, and they're being off left and right, left and right. It is just so scary, it's so wicked. And what's so demonic about when you dating the Caucasian race, see, they will smile in your face. That's why I say some of them are so demonic, okay? They will smile in your face like everything is so good. And if you're not a good reader of demons, then you will be deceived, okay? If you are not a good reader of demons, you will be deceived, okay? So, all in this man's eyes was just showing, he was going to do her something dirty, people's in the comments and everything, But, she had to learn the hard way. And some people, have to pay with their lives, because you're chasing after the wrong thing. And see, what we should be chasing after is the kingdom of God, and we're not. See, we're chasing vanity, we're chasing a lifestyle, we're chasing materialistic things. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to, live good, have nice things, but some of these people just be going overboard. A lot of them, when they start crashing and tanking, they lose their mind. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we just have to be, mindful of who we're laying up with and, sleeping with. This man was a pure demon, pure devil. Let me see my chat, y'all. I don't know why the chat disappearing. Hold on. Damn. So, she got lined up in the worst way, okay? And it was sad that it was, around her birthday and everything, but we gotta stop chasing after. I'm just with, sticking to my race, because one thing about a black man, when he's gonna offer you, he's not gonna take you on a vacation. He's not gonna do all that. He's gonna take you right there, then and there. The Caucasian race, for what I've seen, they would take you on a vacation. They would take you on a cruise. They would say, "Oh, it was an accident," throw you off the goddamn boat, all kind of stuff. Okay, so it's just so wicked, So it's just, the world is just so scary right now. It really is. You know what I'm saying? And if a person don't put God first and have God first, then I don't even want to deal with them. I don't even want to deal with them in no kind of way, because the devil has a hold on these people. Now, the girl was saying it was two, because I spotted that too. It was two men in the background. Yeah, very scary, very scary. It was two little figures in the background, because I was like, what the hell is that in the background? I'm going to show y'all too, because this lady broke it down really, really good. She broke it down really, really good. And I really shouldn't be doing this because, I am not monetized, but, I'm really bored. And, like I said, I'm just really just been resting, chilling, working and, working. Yeah. And, a lot of shit going on that I'm really pissed off about, So let's see what this lady here say, y'all. Hold tight. Let's go. I'm going to do it on here.
You to tell me, what is your takeaway? Photo number 1. I noticed in this photo that Joe has a smirk on his face.
Can't see what all this
while
light.
Ashley is smiling, Joe is smirking.
Look at that smirk on his face.
Just interesting.
Demon, you got better read
and
people's
eyes.
eyes.
And now I know y'all gonna say this is a reach.
Watch
but let
this.
me say this. Animals hold energy. And if you look at this zebra right here, who is looking dead in the camera, there is something about that energy that seems off
zebra.
To me.
Yep, that was off.
Just interesting. Yeah. Now, I happen to notice in the background, there are two men. I was just wondering, how come nobody
Isn't that scary?
told them to scooch out the way?
That's so demonic.
Just a little interesting that they're just both looking.
That's crazy.
Now, I noticed this photo of Joe and Ashley on the private jet.
Oh, look at
and the way that Joe is looking at Ashley is very, very intense.
That man was a straight demon.
And I just find that very interesting. Just interesting. And last but not least, I found a photo of Joe on one of his social media pages. And he has a bandana over his mouth. I just thought that this was a very, very interesting choice, considering that he is a CEO of a company and he is worth $45 million.
Rich bastard.
Just interesting that this is the choice that you choose. And so I just want to remind you that every single thing that glitters,
ain't gold.
Baby, it ain't gold.
That's right.
And you never know what is going on in the background when the camera goes off in somebody's life. Now, correct me if I'm wrong.
Now, hold up. Now, she broke it down really good because those figures in the background was, yes, his eyes is very dark. So, see, you have to be able to read people also. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to read people. If you don't, you're gonna be caught up in a situation like this. If you just think about some money and some bull crap, because a lot of these people worship demonic souls and demonic entities. Okay, and this man, for him to be she says $42 million. Okay, so crypto. Okay, and I'm sure he had to do some satanic stuff just to get to that level of riches. Okay, because it don't happen just like that. All right, you're not gonna get to that level of richness unless you signed it in blood. Okay, so this man was very demonic, very wicked. She did not see it. She was young, and she just wanted her white guy so she could have her some white mixed babies. Okay, rip to that girl, but I know y'all don't believe in a heaven and a hell, but you can't put no angel wings on it at all, because God is not about fornication and sleeping unmarried. I don't care if they just got engaged, whatever. You die in that sin, you going straight to the pits of hell. That's just it. That go for me. That go for anything about it. I'm not here to convince you, but I know the truth. Okay. So she got caught up and wrapped up into that. But that man was a straight demon. And she did not realize that. And now she done lost her life. You know what I'm saying? Young girl. And then she had money. She had it going on. You know what I'm saying? But she just picked up the wrong man. Yeah, people are evil. Yes, people are very evil out here. You know what I'm saying? So, and those two figures in the background, I don't know what the hell it was. It was like, what the hell was that? And there was like two ghosts standing back there just peeping. You maybe they had something to do with her unaliving. And then, come to find out, they got into a little argument also, and they ended up getting separate rooms, and then, somehow it was all staged, you know what I'm saying? I'm more than likely sure it was staged, because I know we rarely take ourselves out, you know what I'm saying? Now, you do see blacks, us unaliving ourselves a little more than it used to be like years ago, but now it's kind of like up there on the rise. But no, she didn't do that. Okay, and then another thing about dating a Caucasian man, and see why I wouldn't date, because my mouth is too bad. Now a black man, they can handle it to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? My mouth is too bad. I know he would be plotting and planning on my tail like baby. You know what I'm saying? So I know that. So I would never put myself in that situation, and then I would never want to be with somebody that's plotting, planning to off me, but at the same time, you planning a trip, you acting like everything is all good. See, that's the worst kind of goddamn snake you want right there, okay? And I've seen this over and over and over and over again. Okay, so a lot of these men, they just get with these black girls just for a fantasy of it or whatever, but it's a lot of racism still going on. It's a lot of deep rooted hatred inside, okay? So this is why this is on the rise right now. So, instead of seeking a white man and seeking all these different men and all that, seek God, seek Christ, baby. Because none of that stuff is going to make you happy. Look at him. You know what I'm saying? He's a demon. He got all this goddamn money, and he done took this girl life. You know what I'm saying? At a very precious moment, around her birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, heartless, And he's not showing no emotion about it. He's not doing anything, And it's just like really, really crazy. So hopefully, they get the justice. And then, going out to these different countries and all that, boo. You couldn't pay me to go to no country, out the country with nobody, because see, it's just so hard to get stuff going. Now the family got to go out there to Africa, all this. Nobody got no money and no time to be doing all that. Stay your butt in the damn country, okay? Stay in the country. And if you go out the country, go with your family, someone you really, really trust, okay? Someone you really, really trust, know that's not going to offer you or, do you dirty in the end, okay? So that poor girl had to learn the hard way. So you have to have discernment, because see, some people don't have that gift. And this is why a lot of them get lined up. Because see, I could look in his eyes and see he was a demon, and I don't know how she missed that. Yeah. Yes, he was a narcissist. He was a narcissist. He was a demon, demonic narcissist. And narcissism, it's a demon also. And see, what I'm thinking was in that background, I'm more than sure that was not even humans. I'm more than sure that was demons. in the background, because they already knew this little play was gonna play out, and it was coming to take her soul right to the pits of hell, because she's having sex out of marriage and she's sinning, you know what I'm saying, and she's living a life of vanity. You're not gonna make it to the kingdom, you know what I'm saying, if your main focus is on vanity, a vanity lifestyle. You're not gonna make it to the kingdom like that, okay? So it's just one of them unfortunate things, So people have to stop chasing after the wrong things, Stay out these damn countries, boo. Because I know people that went to Africa, got voodoo put on them, all kind of stuff, and they came back cuckoo and crazy. I know a girl. She used to be a close friend till we fell out. You know what I'm saying? And this was like years ago, but she ended up marrying an African, and then he took Africa, and she never been the same again. Okay, so I'm telling you, just be careful with these countries, boo. I don't need none of that bull crap. I'm not going to Africa. I didn't want no parts of it. It's too much witchcraft going on down there. So these stories are getting worse and worse. These stories are getting worse and worse for the entities. Get energy from watching that. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, I couldn't even look in this dang on eyes too long. I was like, I rebuke all them demons on that man. You got to be able to recognize demons, You got to be able to recognize demonic spirits on people, boo. Because, baby, I'm telling you, it is so real. And this is why a lot of people do these demonic things, such as, taking people out off them. That's not them. That's the demon inside of them that's operating. You know what I'm saying? But if you let that inside your world, and then people was giving her warnings. They were saying, he's going to ill you. He's going to ill you, They was all on her posts and everything, because some people, they was even saying he was a demon. How could you bypass that? How could you miss that? So, some of y'all got to pray for discernment, but you got to pray for discernment, Y'all just be, laying up with, people doing all kind of stuff, wicked stuff, wicked stuff. So I'm gonna just stay in my little lane. Now, it's some Negroes taking women out, because I be watching stories every day, this man then took his wife out. This man then took her out because she left. You know what I'm saying? So all the stories, it's gonna keep me like, you know what I'm saying, in a little zone. I don't want to deal with that, because see, when things not working out, I don't need no nigga wigging out, tripping out, trying to off me and making my life a living goddamn hell. Yes, I just be bored, but I'm in peace. My life not in danger. I don't have to worry about no man offing me. I ain't got to worry about sleeping with the goddamn enemy. You know what I'm saying? So, because right now, we are living in a wicked goddamn time. And the devil, he's not going to come to you with two damn horns and a goddamn pitchfork. He's not going to come to you like that. He's going to come to you, just like this man here. And a lot of these rich people are demons. This is not the people you want to be in no relationship with. Millionaires and billionaires, you don't want to be in a relationship with them people, because they live in double lifestyles. They probably, homos and all that, you know what I'm saying, doing all kind of twisted stuff, living double lifestyles, They got to do a lot, so, I don't want it, I'm good. I am so good on it. Because what I do not want is the devil to line me up. Okay? I do not want the devil to line me up. And I'm telling you, you don't want to do it. But those people, they hate good people too, yeah. They have victory in heaven, peace, And I was watching something too. This boy on this crime channel, right? I guess he was trying to dodge the police, but he had ate a whole bunch of, narcotics, okay? And the boy was sitting there telling that black boy, now, man, I'm about to die, I'm about to die, I'm about to die, I'm about to die. And it was just a bunch of, those people, Caucasian people, you know what I'm saying? Police officers just sitting there ignoring all this boy's cry. And I was like, they gonna let that man die. They delayed his dang on care. No goddamn trouble. Jail is no goddamn place to be, because I'm telling you, when you behind them damn balls, them people can do any goddamn thing they want to do to you. Okay? So they let the boy die. The ambulance finally came out. probably 30, 40 minutes later because they delayed the process because they all sat around and talking about, oh, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? It's so wicked. But God sits high and he looks low, man. And they're going to pay for every goddamn wrongdoing that they doing. Okay? They're going to pay for every dang wrongdoing that they doing. Okay? To sit there and this boy telling you he done swallowed damn narcotics and he's about to die. You can feel yourself, not feeling right and he died. As soon as he got to the hospital, the boy died. Okay? So the world is just so wicked and it's just not one race of people. It's wicked in every race right now. It's just like nobody is to be trusted. The world just seems like I don't know. It just seems kind of weird right now. I don't know what it is right now, but the world just seems really weird. I don't know what kind of feeling it is. It could just be me. But right now it just feels really weird. Things are not the same no more. It's like it's just it's just like an eerie, wicked, crazy feeling. The world is just wicked and crazy. So that girl, her family got to go cross country to do this. So we gotta stop chasing after demons. We gotta stop chasing after demons, man. We just can't keep just we want wear Louis Vuitton and we want all these exotic dang on goods that's not making us rich. You know what I'm saying? But and then she down the black men. She down the black men because I don't know why she down the black men for her own little reasons or purposes. You know what I'm saying? But what she didn't know, it's a whole nother level of evil on the other side when you're dealing with these other races. You know, see, I couldn't have a white guy because he'd have chopped my ass up long time ago because my mouth is too dirty, and I don't want to be on pins and needles. Don't know if he's serious or is he plotting, plotting to take me out. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to go on vacation with him. I wouldn't want to go on no trips with him. I wouldn't want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. And that girl, when I was watching her videos, yeah, she was a little feisty too. But she was using some cuss words and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe she went off on him in a demonic way too. I don't know. Maybe she cussed him out and they separated. But we know that was foul play. We know that was the enemy at work. We know that. So y'all just gotta be mindful of everything, y'all. And then it's just a lot of things that I see. Even in my family right now, we going through a little dilemma right now because my nephew, he was dating a Caucasian girl. He was this is his whole life, dating Caucasian girls. You know what I'm saying? This is what he want to do. It's what he want to do. But it's okay. It's cool. But at the same time, this very last one, she ended up lied on him and got him caught up. She lied on him, and she's pregnant with his child and everything. You know what I'm saying? And Texas is not the place that you want to get into no goddamn trouble, especially being this skin color here. You don't want to keep running up in the air. I'm telling you, especially Tarrant County. Okay, they're gonna give you the worst goddamn penalty, the worst sentences. Okay, so betrayed. He was betrayed, and I'm just praying for vindication for him because that is my people, and I don't want to see nobody sitting up in no goddamn prison. On that type of bid. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I've been really just pissed off in a whole lot of ways. Angry. What you say, baby? And yeah, a lot of times you can't have no one will. Yeah, that part there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to deal with that, because I didn't deal with that type of situation, even a situation I just left. When I tried to leave and pack my stuff and leave in peace, and the nigga went up on the deep end, you know what I'm saying? Started trying to damage my stuff, my goods and everything, you know what I'm saying? But what can I do as a female, I can't whip his ass, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't want to get myself in no trouble because I know me, you know what I'm saying? I've been cracked inside his goddamn head, and then I have a goddamn aggravated assault charge on me. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a charge you don't want on you, boo. That is a charge you don't want on you, okay? Especially with a goddamn weapon. So I've been really kind of pissed off and angry because, the devil has his way of attacking. He has his way of attacking, And I be trying to let my people know everything that's going on is, it's all spiritual. The devil comes to kill, steal, rob, and destroy. Okay, and he's out prying out every day, looking, seeking to who he can devour, who life he can screw up. Okay, so this is why I just be trying to just sit still, stay still. You know what I'm saying? I ain't let nobody take me there. I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with these demonic relationships because when it's time to leave, I'm I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So God has been with me that I'm, able to leave and still be here. Okay, I'm glad because it could have turned out bad. So I just stopped talking about it and I just made I just planned my damn escape because what I'm not gonna let you do is in the midst of me trying to get away from the drama and the bullshit and you're not allowing me to do it in peace, you don't realize things not working. Okay? And I'm not gonna be in something that's just not working out no more. Okay? So yes, they will take you out. And I done seen people, I done watched stories, they've been married for 10 years and he done took her out. You know what I'm saying? And then the other one, he was so mad at his wife, baby, because he felt like her mama intervened in their relationship, and baby, he was already letting her know he was finna take her out because he was like, baby, when you married me, it was to death do us apart. Now this is a black dude now. Now these black men is crazy sick, but like I said, they gonna let you know what they gonna do. See the white boy, he gonna move in silence with you, boo. He ain't gonna be saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna take your head off. Oh yeah, you done messed up now. Oh, he gonna be so nice and calm with you, boo. He gonna take you out to dinner. He's gonna plan a cruise. He gonna throw your ass over the boat and say, hey, it was a damn accident. That's just the games they play, you know. But the black guy, he just gonna come straight for your head. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna get his little tool or whatever he gonna use, and he gonna come at you. You know what I'm saying? I done seen them gunning women down because they trying to get up out of a relationship. I was like, oh hell no. Okay, what is that all about now? Okay, I done seen them get gunned down. Beautiful girls, but they seem to pick up and attract these wicked, wicked people. These wicked, wicked people. So just be mindful of what you're doing, what you're getting involved with, because things is always good in the beginning. It's always good in the beginning, and then things start happening. You start seeing things happening. Hold up, yeah. Uh, yeah. So I think I done seen enough stories, and I am totally convinced that people need Jesus and people need Christ, because when you lose self control like that, where you can let go, and you got many people out here that you can go and date, but some people they want who they want, they don't want nobody else. Maybe they want their cake and they want to eat it too. I don't know. I don't know. But hopefully, he learned his lesson, and hopefully he stick to his race now, because this is like the worst kind of dirty, and my sister is hurt behind it. I'm hurt behind it. You know what I'm saying? And it's really like, baby, look, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do better. You know, can't be sitting around lying and doing all that. All that wicked stuff. We can't be doing all that. You know. So right now, I'm living a bored ass lifestyle right now. I'm living a bored ass lifestyle. Just home, work, trying to figure my damn life out. Talking to God every day like, Lord, I don't know where my life is going. I don't know what direction it's going in, but, I do have plans, I know what I want, I know what I want, but, you got to pray every dang on day just to keep the enemy off of you, boo. Just to keep the enemy, because guess what? Only the enemy going to make you go out and do something stupid. Only the enemy make you do that. That's not godly. Like a lot of people here, on here, pulling up the fights and all that bull crap. All that stuff is the devil. And what he wants to do is line you up, take you out, put you behind bars for life. That's his plan. So when you jump up and you move out of anger, and you go out and do something dumb, and you go catch a case or a charge, they throw the book at you, then hey, you know, that's who you serve and who you worship, the enemy, because you let him in like that. And you let him take you. So, you know, we got to live and we got to learn. We got to live, we got to learn. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they will never learn. You know, some people have to bump their head a few times. Look at Pooh Shiesty. He done bumped his head for the last damn time, and I don't think he's gonna get no more chances now. I think he is all conked out right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but even in that situation, you know, it's spirits, it's demons on him. You know, how you come out of jail, just getting out of jail, and you back on demon time, risking your freedom again. So, you know, that's how I know it's something more operating. You know, that boy got serious demons on him. He really do. But like I said, as far as this platform, I'm going to get me another channel, and because right now I just feel like, you know, y'all ain't really rocking with me. Now some of y'all are, and salute to the ones that are, that do rock with me or whatever. But you know, nothing is forced. You know what I'm saying? I can't force anything. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't there, it's just not there. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's not gonna connect with you. You know what I'm saying? On a certain level. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I was out here sleeping around, hoeing around, every it's a different man in my life. You know what I'm saying? I probably have a hell of an audience. I probably have so much goddamn support, you know, till it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But when you live in a clean lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, and you just a regular girl, you know what I'm saying, and just want to live a regular lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're not gonna get that support like that, you know. And I'm sorry, my chat is disappearing right now, and I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, now it popped back in. Right, they support the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, they support the bull crap. You know what I'm saying? And I get that, and I understand that. You know, so I don't fit in at all on that level. So I'm gonna get me another channel going, which I have a few channels already that I've been having. You know, that do have some subscribers on or whatever. But you know, I just got to get back into the groove of you know this thing again, because it's like, you know, I don't know. It's like, you know, it's like unexplainable right now. I just gotta get back into the groove of it. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I don't want to feel like, you know, I'm wasting my time, and I can't even half-ass get, you know, likes on the screen or anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just come to, you know, just on love. You know, so this is a part of the reason why I don't really get on here, and you know, I want to get on here a lot, but, you know, I just don't have that motivation no more. You know, I don't. And I remember at one time, boo, they could not pay me not to go live, boo. I was just like all into it, you know what I'm saying? But when you realize what you're dealing with and what you're working with, you know what I'm saying, you don't have no supporters. It's all just a bunch of onlookers, you know what I'm saying? You know how they be having an accident on the highway, and you see just a bunch of people onlooking, just tying up goddamn traffic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that, you know, that type of stuff. So, but I get that, you know, everybody's not for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, if I was living that lifestyle, if I was one of them old girls that's just out here just throwing coochie all around, you know, chasing wood, you know, different man every week, different man every day, every other day, you know. If I was on drama, pulling up the fights and all that, risking my freedom and stuff like that, which I'm not gonna do none of that, because all that's gonna do is get you lined up, get you in prison, and I'm not gonna go do prison time for no goddamn body, but especially in the state of Texas, okay? You want to keep that where you're not gonna get the book thrown at your ass, because guess what? You come into Texas plain, and they used to always say, you come in Texas, your ass leave on probation, your ass leaves on paper, boo. Okay? And guess what? Yeah, they would treat us different from the other races. They would have probably the same charge, but get lesser time. I didn't see that happen too. You know, I didn't see that happen too. So, you know, you don't want to be amongst a racist system. Okay? You don't want to. So I'm not itching to get there. I'm just trying to walk a thin line, fine line. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want my life controlled in that manner. I want total freedom. Okay, I want total freedom. But as far as this YouTube thing go, it's just like a big old joke to me. You know, I just get on here just because I can get on here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't wake up thinking about YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But I know, I get on here every now and then. So, like I said, I'm not gonna be wasting too much of my time, especially in the mood that I'm in right now. Not in a good mood. But I'm getting better. I'm getting better. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, with that news, with my nephew and all that, that's kind of threw me for a loop. Okay, it really threw me for a loop because when my family hurt, I hurt. Okay, so I'm just praying for that and something out. Trying to get some stuff done. Just a whole lot, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said life's gonna be easy. And sometimes the devil throw things up, man. That you gotta deal with now. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that I gotta do now. The family gotta do now because he not finna want for shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's always freaking something, and this is something that we gotta pray about. We gotta pray about it. That the Lord turn things around. Turn things around. That's all we can do. And then we gotta make better choices on who we allow in our life and who we allow in our circle. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But y'all people on here, it's all good. It's all good. But like I said, I'm gonna get a channel started, see if I can grow me another audience. And see where it go. And then after that, then it'll just be once a month get on here. You know what I'm saying? But it won't be no giving all of my damn time and I'm not getting shit back in return. You know what I'm saying? So I might just go to damn TikTok or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't have the energy for none of this shit no more right now. I don't. So all this is just forced. I have to really force myself to do this. Force myself to do this. I was like, why you want to rush on here, get on here to these people when you don't have nothing but a bunch of damn haters. You don't have no goddamn supporters at all. Maybe one or two, you know, maybe one or two, but you know, people just, like they said, birds of a feather gonna flock together. See, none of them can stand next to me or beside me. They're not on my level mentally, emotionally, none of that bull crap. They're not there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they can entertain the drama and the bullshit all day because it gives me a goddamn headache. And this is why a lot of their lives is gonna forever be jacked up because they want to entertain bull crap all day. They don't wake up. They don't thank God. They don't say, God, thank you for waking me up. You know, it's just straight to the bull crap, straight to the bull crap. So, but it's all good. God said, look, I have some people set aside for a purpose. Maybe God. What I realized, God has really kept me for a long time. He kept me away from wicked people, friends. He has really. So it's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just not for me. But at the same time, I don't really be doing shit for people to be hating. People hate for their own little reason. They may hate on you because you dress cute. You always looking cute. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever their little reason. Your personality. I mean, people hate for all kind of reasons. You don't have to have millions of dollars for people to hate on you, boo. Okay? I had people just hate on me because of career, every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? But I realized that, but I don't let people get close to me. Not no more. Now maybe 5 years ago, but that's when I was, with my husband or whatever. And some people that was around that didn't really mean me no good. You know, but just got to be, stay woke. You got to stay woke. But I'm not really, begging and pleading. Because I'm not the one that kiss ass. I've never been the one to kiss ass. I just I'm not gonna chase after you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't rocking with me. You're not rocking with me. I'm not finna chase you down. I'm not finna hunt you down. You know, but like I said, people have their own reason for hating on you. You know, they may hate. You know, but this ain't just nothing that's new in my life. I've been going through this forever in a goddamn gone day. Okay, and then back then, boo, when I was really, you know what I'm saying, youthful and baby, you know, the hate was real. The hate was real, but it was just for no reason. You just show up and, you know, the attitudes, you can sense the attitude, you can sense the jealousy, you can sense a whole lot of stuff because I move different, I rock different, I dress different, every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So I stand apart from the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, just stay to my damn self. So maybe God's got me just set apart. You know, maybe He don't want me a part of wicked people, people that's gonna be a part of my life don't mean me no goddamn good. So that's why that last thing had to go because you know He was not gonna elevate me. You know what I'm saying? And He was not the one for me either. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want a possessive person. You don't want a person making false allegations on you, lying on you. You know what I'm saying? Just making things up. You know, projecting basically. You know what I'm saying? When they really talking about their damn self. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I just want peace right now. You know, peace. Yeah, it's boring. Peace is very boring. It's very boring. My life is so goddamn boring till you know I'm like, what the hell? I'm like shit. You know, but I'd rather have peace than to have drama going on. I'd rather have peace than to be sitting here arguing with a goddamn man. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have peace. You know, so when I do get bored, I just think about, hey, look, think about where you came from, child. Think about where you came from, child. Which one do you want? You want a nigga turn the goddamn key with his nose turned up looking crazy? You know what I'm saying? Just starting shit for no goddamn reason. You know? Got mental issues going on, got all kind of things going on. No, no. And guess what? I could have a man. I could have a damn man. Trust me. I could have a damn man. I got a Facebook right now got like 35,000 subscribers right now, and they all men. And shit, I ain't even doing nothing on it. I'm like, this little page is growing, but it's just all men in there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even deal with it. You know, I'm like, damn, it surpassed my normal Facebook page. You know what I'm saying? For subscribers, and I've been having that page way longer. This page here is like every day you gotta follow. I don't know where it's at right now, but it's just steady growing, steady growing, steady growing. And it's that same little picture I got with the little ponytail braid. They going crazy behind that picture. So I said, you ain't got to show much, you ain't got to do much for them to come after. You know what I'm saying? But baby, yeah, that thing is steady going up, and it is monetized. I just don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not into the content shit right now. I'm not. Maybe later on down the line, I don't know. But right now, you know, I am just now recovering, regrouping, you know, from getting out of trauma, my damn self. You know what I'm saying? I'm lucky to be here right now. The shit I done went through, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not itching to get into that, and then I don't want to attract those type of people in my life. And better yet, I'm just throwing a goddamn towel. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just letting the Lord lead and guide and steps. Choose my paths because, baby, I want peace and quiet, and it's so much shit going on out here. Did y'all see about the spring? I don't know why this damn chat disappearing. See, this type of shit be pissing me off. That spring break deal, when them people went down there and baby, everybody got clapped up, but all kind of illnesses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got time for all that shit, baby. Sex, I mean, it's not all that good. It's not all that gravy, boo. You know what I'm saying? It's not all that damn gravy. You know? But now people is waking up with lifetime of pain and illness now, you know, all because they chasing after the wrong things, you know, but these are the consequences of sin, you know, so you can't feel sorry, you can't feel sorry, you can't have no remorse because you sitting here crying now, you know, because you want to be promiscuous, you know, and, you know, I see a lot of that going on too on YouTube, you know. Y'all just sleeping around like y'all just don't love yourself. Y'all don't love y'all body. You know? So, no, I'm not a part of that lifestyle, baby. Because I love my body, boo. And I don't take no goddamn medicine, boo. And I want to stay healthy and strong. And I want people to keep complimenting me. And when I tell them my age, and they just like blow it away by it, like, oh no, baby, oh no, baby. You know what I'm saying? And I get this from damn patients too. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how cute I am, boo. Okay? So, it is what it is. So, I don't live the lifestyle that these people live. That's why they don't mess with me. And that's fine because they all fake to each other. They all backdoor each other. So I don't need you part of my life, part of my circle. I don't need it. So, you know, once I realize, now, once I realize what they all support, I don't want to ever be a part of that bullshit. Ever. What's good, Brian Turner? How you doing? Salute to you. Salute to you. No, I'm just on here just chilling, just had to build up the nerve to get on here and you know what I'm saying, just enjoying this little off day. I really been off 2 days right now for real. Because when I did them little days back to back like that, I was like, whoa out. So I was like, but I did try to get a shift. Actually, I tried to get a shift this morning, but my shift got canceled, right? So that's why I was home today. But shit, I should have been out of here, boo. But I wasn't worried about it because when they canceled my shift, they gave me some money. You know what I'm saying? They gotta pay me cancellation. You know what I'm saying? Look, okay, cool. So but tomorrow I'm setting stone. So I'm gonna be up early in the morning. Go look, y'all just giving likes, taking likes away. Y'all like something I'm saying, it's fine. Like I said, I'm not gonna beg about it. I already know what I'm dealing with on here. So it is what it is, boo. You know what I'm saying? I'll be put in the right place eventually, okay? And it won't be amongst a bunch of demons and a bunch of haters. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me because my lifestyle is different. Don't get mad at me because, I'm a different person. Don't get mad at me because I'm not out here throwing my goddamn body away to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Okay? No. Don't get mad at me because I keep myself looking, okay? It is what it is, So, until I get people on my level, you know what I'm saying? Then I can rock with them. But right now, I'm going to just do this solo dolo thing, boo. You know? It gets boring, It gets boring all the time. But am I going to just let boredom rule my life? No. What I'm going to do is get my ass in the gym, do something. I can work more, I can, study more. I can do a whole lot of things, So, 'cause like I said, I am working on my nursing, you know what I'm saying? So, I got, exam, paperwork, and all that, So, it's just a lot going on, a lot coming up. And I'm just going to get through it. And I just got to throw it for a loop for a minute, you know what I'm saying? With that harsh ass sentence that they gave my damn people, you know what I'm saying? That harsh ass sentence, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really just like frustrated. I'm really trapped inside of frustration right now, for real. I'm really trapped inside frustration. I ain't gonna lie to you. Salute to everybody, salute to everybody. But yeah, so like I said, y'all will see me, since I don't get that kind of support, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna come on here probably once a month, maybe every other week, you know what I'm saying? If I'm in the mood or whatever, and when I get back to that, place in life where I'm just, want to do this and have tolerance for it, then I can step into it full force. But it's just not making no sense to me if you're not going to get the support. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to waste my time, like, it's a waste of time. But I am going to get on here, and just show my face, say, hi, how y'all doing? You know, just free flow or whatever. Might be something going on, might chop it up about, you know what I'm saying? All good. All good. But I'm gonna try something different. I will let y'all know. That way y'all can move in that direction also. Okay? But this channel's still here. I'm still gonna be on here, okay? So it ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna pop in and pop out. You know what I'm saying? This is my channel that I just come on, just free flow, okay? My other channel, I want to focus more on content, learn how to do all this bull crap, you know what I'm saying? But, it's just going to take me a little time. And I got other things to focus on right now, that's way much more important in my life right now, you know what I'm saying? Um, Life is a challenge, and like I said, you never know what cards life is going to deal you. And this is why it's like, it's very important that you do right, and treat people right. But that man that did that to that woman, he's going to burn in the pits of hell. And y'all saw those two scary figures that was standing there looking. That was so demonic and scary. I'm telling you, that was demons, two demons over there waiting to take that girl life. I'm telling you, it was something strange about it. Okay, so we got to keep our eyes open and don't let the devil line you up, because see, the devil, he make things look so good. This is what he do. He make it look so damn good. I might give me another ring light. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. I'm gonna get me another ring light, in the midst of, that bull crap I was going through, when I tried to leave and this nigga he broke my damn ring light, destroying my shit all around because I'm trying to leave. So while you leave, you know what I'm saying? So just that type of shit you gotta deal with. You don't want to deal with no childish ass man that cannot control his anger, you know what I'm saying? So, but this little lamp right here is good, the lighting is good, but yeah. So like I said, probably every other week or something like that, you know what I'm saying? I'll get on here. I ain't got really nothing going on. Just working home and trying to figure my life out. On that Pooh Shiesty Gucci situation, I think it happened. I don't think Gucci Man is lying about it, you know what I'm saying? Pooh Shiesty them went in there and did what they did, and where they really messed up at is coming down here in Texas, and he in Tarrant County too, I think. Baby, I don't know where he at, but baby, he is screwed. You hear me? This is the worst place he could have came and tried that bull crap to Texas, boo. You don't want to play out here at all. Do not bring that bull crap here. You're going to get lined up. So they're not letting his tail up out of here, boo. He came to the right place and played, okay? And guess what? This was his last goddamn ride. And that was very wicked what they did, you know what I'm saying? But, they wanted out the damn contract. But I don't know why they couldn't do that on a different level. For us going in there and doing things the way they did and not thinking that they was not going to get caught, baby. People is snitching on you these days. People is not letting you do them dirty, boo. People is not letting you do them dirty. They is going to snitch and rat your tail out. So for them to do that was really crazy. Like they just did something just to go to prison. You know, intentionally. Intentionally. I'm like, wow, that is crazy. But yeah, that was really crazy. But baby, they in trouble playing in Texas. I don't know where they gonna be spending their time at, but the crime was done in Texas, and baby, the Texas correctional system got something for Pooh Shiesty ass. Okay, his dad and whoever else, baby, had something to do with that. It didn't happen federal charges for him and his father, right? Well, no, Pooh Shiesty's supposed to be still locked up. He's still locked up, baby. He's not getting out. But they're gonna probably release him to federal custody. But I don't know how they're gonna play that out. He may be going back to federal custody, but right now he's in the prison in the jail. And baby, I'm telling you, he picked the wrong place to pull that bull crap. I don't know why they picked Dallas to come to, boo. That was just the craziest. Y'all should have went to goddamn New Orleans. You probably would have got away with it. You know what I'm saying? You probably would have got away. Because their justice system is so jacked up and screwed up. But you out here messing around, boo. Baby. they in trouble. So no, he's not getting out. They already said he's not getting out. He already had multiple chances to do right, improve himself, a worthy citizen, and he failed to do that. Okay, so no, he's not gonna be getting out. They already said that, and they're adamant about it. He's not getting out. Okay, and Texas gonna throw the damn book at him. Okay, you got armed robbery, kidnapping, all this other bull crap going on, and you're a damn felon. Okay, boo, you is history. Okay, it's no more chances for him. He didn't put himself in. He didn't let the devil do him in. While on house arrest, absolutely. He didn't let the devil do him in this time, boo. But see, that's what the devil want. The devil trying to throw his ass away and throw the key away with it too. But see, he don't know what's going on, and this is why he keep doing this stuff. Is repetitive, because he got a demon inside of him that's driving him. Got that steering wheel, and this guy and making him do stupid stuff. Okay, and it took his ass right here to Texas, where he's gonna face the harshest sentence of his life. Okay, trust me. And being in a white court system, boo, history. Y'all can kiss Pooh Shiesty ass goodbye. And anybody hanging with a ninja named Pooh Shiesty, that means he's Shiesty, and then he's Pooh. You know, I mean, his name says it all. He's Shiesty. You know, I wouldn't even deal with nobody even name themselves them old wicked names, nicknames. Shiesty, boo. Okay, well, yeah, I definitely got to watch you. You know, but yeah, they played Gucci, and Gucci is sitting their butt right on to the prison house, okay? Where they need to be. All right, at the goddamn prison house, boo. Baby, the state of Texas, I was like, baby, do he know they done really screwed up? These white people gonna hang him. You hear me? They finna hang him. I'm telling you, they finna hang him, boo. He should have never took that here. And somebody should have forewarned him. Don't go to Texas with doing no crimes, boo. I done seen too many people got caught up, okay? Too many people. I got another nephew, but he's my nephew, not my blood nephew, but he got 6 years out here playing around, you know what I'm saying? But what he did, you know, did something stupid, you know what I'm saying? But I was shocked he even stayed out of prison that long, well, out of jail that long. But what he did, got into it with his baby mama. Then, I don't know, something happened, and he started busting the iron and blah, 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 in Tarrant County, boo. They gave his ass 6 years, okay? 6 years. So he's supposed to be coming home next year, you know, but it's my son's cousin, okay? That's his people on his daddy's side. He moved here from New Orleans, you know. The mom tried to get him from New Orleans because, you know, if you raise your son down there, you might be burying him, you know, real early. So she always tried to push him away, get up out of New Orleans, but he came out here wanting to be a goddamn hardhead and got himself caught up in the Texas system, you know what I'm saying? So I guess when he went back to court, they gave his ass 6 years in prison, okay, for busting that iron at that girl, okay, you know, but he's one of the more hot-headed ninjas, young, he ain't number, well, he was like 20-something then, but he went to prison a long time ago because he coming out next year, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, the devil got a hold on him. But I'd rather see him in prison than 6 feet under, you know what I'm saying? Because had he been in New Orleans, it would have been a different situation. Because, see, back there, he had to run for his life, you know, ninjas after him and all that bull crap. See, it's real wicked down there. Now, that's some real ruthless gangsters down there, okay? And I ain't seen no place like it. See, when they, baby, I'm telling you, it's wicked. So she moved him out here, but he still came out here and, you know, don't want to listen, don't want to half-ass work, want his mama to take care of him, you know, shit like that. And with his mama, she was paying for his apartment and everything. But, you know, mama like, baby, look, time for you to get you a job now. Time for you to, you know, do your own thing. You know, mama tired of taking care of you. You're a grown goddamn man now. You know what I'm saying? So that happened to him. So hopefully when he get out, he get his mind right. But Texas is not the place to do no goddamn crime. Trust me, I've learned my goddamn lesson. I am staying out of trouble. I am staying away from people. I ain't letting nobody take me there, because guess what? You do not want to be behind them goddamn balls. And I was just watching another story. I hate my chat disappearing because I don't know what the hell's going on. Hold up. And also, If you have any health conditions or health issues, you don't want to be in no damn jail. Cause this girl was on here. I was watching the story. This girl was like, she had lupus, and she ended up going to damn jail, and she died there because they refused to give her care. You know, lupus, you have to treat that, okay? But she did the crime, so she got to do the time. And in return, she lost her life because, you know, the judicial system will let you literally die in there, okay? They will let you die in there, okay? They do not give a damn. They will know you is about to go out and croak out, and they gonna sit there and watch it. So the girl died, and she begged. She wrote letters to the damn jail people, whoever. She wrote letters letting them know about her lupus situation. The girl died. Okay, jail is no place to be. You gotta really walk a thin goddamn line. And if you let anybody line you up to do anything stupid and go catch a goddamn case, you know, it's just not worth it. You know, the only way, you know, that would happen, and you gotta be careful about, you know, talking about self defense. You better be able to prove it. You know, you better be able to prove it. You know, and it just can't be no little fight or whatever. You know, you can't just go take nobody out because y'all had a little, you know, squabble. They're gonna hang your ass. They're gonna hang your ass. I'm telling you. And that jailhouse is so raw and ruthless and gutter. Okay, so Pooh Shiesty, he's where he needs to be, and he won't be seeing no taste of freedom no time soon. Okay, he done killed that opportunity. He let the devil line him up in the worst way too, and he lucky he didn't get lined up with his life. He lucky, you know, that's it. But I mean, shit, being life in prison is like being dead. Who want to spend life in prison? You know, so I don't know, man. It's just like I said, you know, people. A lot of people don't want to believe it. A lot of this stuff is spiritual driven. A lot of this stuff is the enemy. You know, making these people do this type of stuff. You know, and for him to get out of jail, out of prison, and then go back or house arrest or whatever he was on, and go back out and do something dumb like this was just, you know, pure stupidity. But, you know, some people can't cope in society, especially when they've been in prison so long. Some people just can't cope, you know. I've heard stories that people got out of prison and they could not navigate this life out here in the real world. So what they did was went commit a crime purposely just so they can go back behind bars. So it's some people with that kind of mentality. Could you imagine that? I could not even imagine that. But yeah, so it's all good, y'all. It's all good. Um, like I said, I'll be on here. I'm finna say, yeah, I'll be on here talking about little different things, but I really want to get me another channel. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get away from the wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can find me a new audience, new group. And if I don't, if I never get there, you know, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. I just get on here just to have fun. You know, spend me a little hour on here. You know, shoot my little, you know, tear my butt, boo. You know what I'm saying? Because I got bigger things to focus on and bigger things to worry about. And, you know, life is just, you know, seems so weird right now. And it's mainly because there's so many demons walking amongst us, you know, and a lot of people is battling these demons, and these demons have them doing things that they would never normally do. But since they are possessed with demonic forces, you know, they're doing something. But yeah, the world just feels so weird right now. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's, you know, but it's probably just me. I don't know. Maybe my brain is just expanding to another goddamn dimension. You know, I don't know. But right now, it just seemed really, I don't know, it just seemed like the world just weird right now, for real. I don't know, it just seemed like almost like a damn, I don't know, like a fairy tale story or something. I don't know. and then you be having these chains of events unfolding, stuff like that. The enemy is real, and if you let him see what he wants you to do, he want to take your life, he want to take your soul, and he want to take you straight to the pits of hell. And if you allow him to do that, then hey, no one can feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? So I have to be mindful of everything. Everything. People I deal with, situations. Keeping myself calm because I don't want the enemy lining me up in no kind of goddamn way because it's nothing worthy of it. And then if you out there fighting and you end up losing your life in that situation, you're going straight to the pits of hell. Okay? You're not going to have angel wings on. Okay? So y'all don't have to believe it or not, but this is so real. Yeah, you got to move with discernment. You really do have to move with discernment right now, and I sense a lot of wicked people, and I really, it's a good thing. It's a gift and a curse at the same time to be able to read through people and see through people. But like demonic people, I can see through them. I can see people. I know people that do witchcraft and don't even have to know that. I mean, don't know no history on them. I just look at them. Even some of the elderly and stuff that practice witchcraft in their days. You know, because one thing about it, when you into all that demonic stuff, it starts showing in your face. It starts showing. And I know it's real because my aunt, my blood aunt, my mom's sister, when she passed, now she used to be into witchcraft. She was putting witchcraft on her nieces and me and my sister and them, what I'm saying, wishing, our downfall, what I'm saying, because she was just wicked and she was jealous and she was envious, okay, of my mom because my mom looked better than her, okay? And this woman was so damn wicked. But when she passed, my sister said, girl, she looked like a damn witch in the coffin. You hear me? I didn't go to the funeral. As a matter of fact, I think I was living in California. Was I in California? I don't know. I don't know where the hell I was at. I think I was in California. I don't know where the hell I was at, but I didn't go to, maybe I was in Texas then. I don't know where the hell I was at, but yeah. I think I was in Texas because, California, that was way back when. That was in Texas, but I didn't go to the funeral. But she said, baby, that witch face came out of her whole face looked like a damn witch, okay? I said, girl, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah. And then, she was already dark skinned, but when she passed, baby, she was charcoal black, she said, and her whole face transformed to a witch. So that was kind of crazy, and I'm glad I didn't get to see that. 'Cause that's not the last sight I want to see of nobody looking like a damn witch. But some of these people have it on them, and I see it. I can see it, and I really hate it. I be like, she used to do witchcraft. I could just call them out because it's like written all over their face. They just got this old witchy look. But yeah, and then I'm saying my sister like that too because one of her friends now, she ain't her friend now. I think they kind of cut ties, but she kind of still talk to her. My sister good at too with discernment. But that girl do look like my sister walked up to her and told her, "You gotta let go of that witchcraft. I know your family line is rooted deeply embedded in witchcraft." And yeah, because you can see this girl face just look like a damn witch, look like a straight witch. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, girl, because every time I saw her, I thought the same thing. I was like, just something about her. She got this funny look to her, but that's that demon on her. Her family is deeply rooted into witchcraft, and see all these sins and curses fall on your kids, man. That's why you gotta be careful what you do. But it's deep, and it's weighing heavy on her. And the girl started crying, but my sister told her that, you know what I'm saying? So, sometimes God bring people in your life to, bring things out. But yeah, my sister told her to pray. She needs to pray and, get that off of her. She got to get it off of her because she can see it all in her face. You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, I can sense that too. Look into people's eyes, you know. Watch people that can't make eye contact with you, you know. You have a conversation, they looking away, they looking down, you know. Watch those people. Watch them. Just be careful who you bring in your life. We are living in a wicked, wicked time. Now, it's another crazy story too, man. This man filming. I don't know if it's real, but he was in his Tesla. But he said he goes to visit his family gravesite. I don't know who it is to him, but the Tesla had a camera. The Tesla camera had little white ghosts just walking around. You know, you'll see two pop up, then you'll see eight, then you'll see, but you know, I was like, what the hell? And then he would show you, you know, this the area, but it's nothing there, but it's in the damn Tesla camera. Man, we are living amongst some weird stuff, for real. We are living amongst some weird stuff in this world, okay? But he showed that to it, and I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. But the Tesla camera caught it. But the man was saying, no, those are not your. See, like people be saying, oh, I talked to my grandmama. My grandmama died years ago, or my dead granny did. No, that is familiar spirits. That is not your granny. Your granny can't talk from the grave. Your auntie, your mama, nobody's gonna talk from the grave. Those people are, once you pass, your soul's gonna leave your body. Your soul's gonna go up, or it's gonna go down to the pits of hell, to everlasting torture. Or if you was good and you've done good deeds and you weren't a wicked demonic person, then your soul is gonna go upwards, everlasting peace. Okay? That's just how it works. Okay? Everybody's not gonna make it to the kingdom. You can't tell me Jeffrey Dahmer is going to heaven and he's a mass murderer. Okay? No, it's no place for him. Okay? But uh, you will be deceived. You will be deceived. Man is deceived right now. You don't talk to the right, that part. You know, so those are familiar spirits, those are demons that you're communicating with. So, and I've been hearing a lot of this stuff about the ancestors. No, the ancestors were humans just like us. And a lot of our ancestors sold us up to entities and deities and altars. Okay? And this is why a lot of our lives, you see a lot of cycles of things going on in people's families and stuff, you know, a lot of curses, a lot of stuff. So no, you're not going to pray to ancestors because ancestors was humans just like you were. And they had to die too. And they're not talking to you no more. Once you leave here, you're not talking to nobody no more. It's over. It's no more chances. And see, this is where people got to really get serious at because guess what? Everybody has an expiration date. See, that girl Ashley, she didn't think she was going to lose her life at 31. She didn't know she was going to be proposed and then gone the next day on her birthday. You know, she could never imagine that. So we don't know when our last moment is, you know. All you got to worry about, but see, people chasing the wrong thing. And then when they do leave this earth, they think they're going to gain angel wings. You're not going to gain angel wings if you're a satanic person, if you're praying to ancestors, if you're doing witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo, burning candles, incense, sage, all that is demonic. And you know, at one point, I used to burn sage candles, but I didn't know the spirituality behind it. You know, and I was like, oh, hell no. Once I learned the truth about it, no, because you are summoning demons. You are summoning demons. No, baby. We're not going to burn no more incense, okay? It's just so much stuff going on, y'all, you know, and they really try to hide it from us. But, baby, you got to wake up. You're not talking to your dead relative. Last time I had a dream of my dead relative, I think it was my cousin after she passed, but no, that was a demon. It was not. And
you know, you're not gonna talk to your dead relatives. They're not coming to tell you nothing. Oh, I'm all right in heaven, hell. No, because half of your relatives burning in everlasting torture right now. They burn in everlasting torture, and to see until people really focus their mind on what's real and focus on where their soul is gonna go, and stop worrying about vanity and a certain lifestyle. I said I don't really give a damn about that no more. I don't. Say at one time, yeah, it was all about this. Who had the biggest house? Who had the nicest ride? I'm not worrying about none of that no more because God told me, hey, you got to focus on your salvation more than materialistic things. So God had to wake me up from a whole lot of things too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just talking just to be talking. You know, He had to move me away from just wanting lifestyle because the more you shine, the more you're gonna have haters. I done seen so many stories of these girls was bossing up in life, baby. You know, they probably had multiple business and they got so much hatred and jealousy. Or the girl probably dressed so good, living a different lifestyle, and guess what? They off them. I done seen multiple, numerous stories. So I'm not trying to shine. I'm not trying to stunt for nobody. I just want to live a normal, basic lifestyle because I don't need you trying to take my chain. I don't need you trying to strip my damn wheels off my car. I don't need you doing all that bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Now, yes, I'm going to have me a nice ride. I'm going to live a nice, normal lifestyle, but my main focus is not gaining riches and wealth because a lot of these people have riches and wealth, and guess what? They're battling demons every day. They're battling demons, okay? So, money is not everything. And right now, this day and time, and the way this world is going, is really scary. It's really scary. So I don't know what's coming or what's going on, but I don't know. It's just something in the atmosphere right now that I'm feeling. And I could be wrong. It could just be me going through my motions. I don't know, but I do feel something in the atmosphere. The world just don't seem the same. No goddamn gone more. You know, I don't know what's going on, but it's like a dark damn cloud. Okay? It's a dark cloud. Satan is ruling this world. He's ruling this world, you know? And he's ruling it by all kind of avenues. Sexual immorality, all that. Got people out here just sleeping around, risking their lives for STDs. You know, you got people walking around with a bag of diseases, just giving it out like it's goddamn Halloween candy. Do you think I want to be a part of anything going on in this world? No, I don't want to be a part of it because you know why? It's too much deception. It's too much deception, you know? I don't need you around me, So no, people got to focus their mind on the right thing because guess what? You're going to close your eyes one day, boo. You're not going to live forever, you know? And some people going to die young and some people going to die old, So I will be trying to change my life in every way I can, move away from as much sin as possible, because right now I'm trying to move away from every sin I can move away from, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be perfect, but, I have to be conscientious of every dang on thing, even a bad thought is sin. You can't even think a negative thought, a negative word thought against somebody, you know what I'm saying? So, but, people think it's a game, until it happened to them, so. But like I said, it's all good over here. I'm just chilling. I'm just doing me. I'm not really, moved by the bull crap no more. You know what I'm saying? I done lived life. I done things. I done, what I'm saying, been to 50 damn states damn near. You know what I'm saying? I done traveled. So I did good. So now it's just time for me to just sit down and focus on myself and find myself. Not chasing after no man. We're not doing none of that because, this is not what you want to do right now. You don't want to bring drama into a peaceful life, a peaceful lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You want peace, and it's just so great to have it. It's so great to have it, So, and I won't disturb it or disrupt it at all. You know, I'm not gonna do that at all. So, I'm gonna be getting on here probably, like I said, once a month, maybe probably every other week. I'm gonna try it every other week, okay? Try every other week, all right? And then we'll see where it go from there, and then see where it takes me on. I'm about to get out of here. Peace out.